If I understand it right, this
Okay,
is possibly our first
That's good.
interview in cinematic mode.
Okay.
Should we start it informally like
Let's
that?
be different. Let's do cinematic mode.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you like to introduce yourself and the name of your company?
Okay, so I'm Lobe. I'm founder and CEO of Waspito. And Waspito is a telehealth platform, something you can call like a Facebook for healthcare in Africa.
A Facebook for healthcare in Africa. Do you want to unpack that? Because Facebook, we think social media network with all the pros and cons.
Exactly. So we are more of a health-specific social network. So we connect the whole healthcare ecosystem. So you have doctors as the only verified users on the platform, and you have patients who go and interact with doctors for free. And then under these health social network, you have telehealth services. So you have online consultations that can happen there. You have mobile labs, so you don't need to go to the laboratory all the time to do your tests. Mobile pharmacy as well. So that's basically what we do. So the health social network of Africa, first of its kind. To simplify it, we say it's like the Facebook for healthcare. Keyword healthcare.
So let's take it back a notch. What problem is it solving to create a social network for medical professionals?
So today in Africa, you have 500 million Africans have to travel to see a medical doctor. So that's a big problem.
500 million people.
500 million people have to travel. So they have to take public transport, go out of their locality, that's from the village or the town where they are, go to another place to see a medical doctor. Some years back, my late dad, he died trying to go see a doctor. So the man wanted me to be a medical doctor. I didn't want to be a medical doctor. I did other things, became a professional accountant. But then he had a heart attack. And on his way going to the town where there was a cardiologist, he died. So that got me thinking that, hey, maybe if I was a doctor, I would have been able to tell my sisters what to do while they're traveling with him and things like that. So digging a bit deeper, I found out that 500 million Africans have to do the same thing, and many of them will die before they get to the doctor. So that's the problem we're trying to solve, accessibility to care. So we've built this platform now where you can now, from your smartphone, have access to a doctor from wherever you are. So this means you can just go on today, download Waspito, and then you click on consultation. Choose a specialization of the doctor you're trying to talk, or visit a GP. You choose from the thousands of doctors that are on the platform. You click and immediately consult. So there's no waiting time. There's no book appointment to see a doctor later. It's instant video consultations with the doctor. So that's how we are solving that problem. So no need to travel again, because most of the times you'll make that trip. You go and meet the doctor, and then it's just a conversation between you and the doctor. So if you had the doctor's number, you could have just called him. So now you just stay where you are, start with Waspito, talk to the doctor. If it's something that is more serious that needs a physical examination, then the doctor will ask you. But that happens just about 30% of the times now on Waspito platform. With hundreds of consultations that we do every day, we see that the conversion rate to a physical examination is just about 30%. So to recap, we are trying to connect Africans to doctors from wherever they are,
right,
so you don't have to travel to see a doctor. And then we do instant video consultation. Because, by the way, culturally in Africa, right, most of the times before we want to go see a doctor is already serious.
Yeah.
So this means we are not very proactive yet in terms of how we manage our healthcare. So we are used to going to the hospital and sitting for hours, but we are seeing the doctor the same day. So the culture of all the other platforms you might find in the Western world today, where you just go online, book an appointment, talk to a doctor in 1 week, 2 weeks time, or 2 days time, we are not used to that. So users want to talk to a doctor now. So that's how we've coined our own service offering now in terms of care to our users. You go on the platform, see doctors who are online, consult now. So that's Waspito.
What's in it for the doctor? Why would I sit there as a medical professional waiting to give a free consultation?
So just to clarify, it's not free. The platform is free in terms of interaction. You know, like Facebook, you can join groups for free, ask questions to doctors, basic healthcare questions. They will give you advice, medical advice. But if they believe it's something that has to be an actual consultation, then you have to click and pay through the mobile payments that we have in Cameroon. For example, we use Orange Money, MTN Mobile Money, or your Visa card. So the doctor gets a commission per consultation that happens on the platform.
Okay. And you mentioned you want to do this for the continent, for Africa. You said not Cameroon.
Yeah.
Where are you right now operational, and what are the plans for expansion?
So today we're in Cameroon, we're in Cote d'Ivoire. We are announcing Senegal in a couple of months, and then Gabon. The plan is that by the end of 2030, we should be in at least 20 African countries. Next year, we are going to English-speaking Africa, starting with Nigeria, then Kenya, then we'll go up north to places like Tunisia, Morocco as well. So the goal is to be as wide as possible. Challenge here is cross-border consultations or healthcare services is not yet really allowed. What I mean by that is a doctor in Cameroon can't serve someone in Nigeria for now. It's physically possible because the technology is there. Waspito is downloadable anywhere in the world, so you can still consult a doctor. But most people want to talk to doctors around their country for language purposes, for proper understanding of the pathologies, and for legal purposes. You don't want to be at loggerheads with the medical council of these countries where you are exporting their patients to doctors who are elsewhere. So we have to be in all these countries that we really want to serve. I'm hoping we will not need to be in 54 African countries tomorrow because there's the African Continental Free Trade Area thing they just started. So you're going to have a lot more cross-border exchange of goods and services. We are hoping that the module around medical care transfer of services will be effective as quickly as possible. Then we can use doctors of a country to serve other countries as well. Then we don't need to have 54 offices across the continent if we want to serve.
Fantastic. You know what? We are just over 6 minutes. Do you want to call this part one and we'll keep going?
Part one.
And let's hope that this cinematic mode works. You look great.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
You too. The jacket, nice
And
one.
the background. I mean, it's looking.
Yeah, it's Yaoundé. It's Cameroon.
Yaoundé,
Best place in the
Cameroon.
world.
We should have said where we are. Yaoundé. Is it the best place in the world?
Douala is the best place in the world.
I heard it's hot.
I know
Like
the Yaoundé
crazy.
guys. No, but Douala is the vibe.
It's the vibe.
You absorb. Dubai is hot, but people go there.
Yeah.
Douala is hot, but
Okay.
the vibe is great. Slightly better than Yaoundé. But
Okay.
Cameroon is the best place in the world. So that's
Okay.
why you see that beautiful background. You see that.
You heard that, everybody out there. Feel free to comment in the comments. Is Yaoundé, is Cameroon the best place in the world?
Yes.
I'm open to it. After the first few days, it could be. Could be.
Yeah.
All right. Part two to be continued.
Thank you.
Merci.
Merci.
Thank you.